This is Navita P. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm so disappointed right now because I cannot show myself on the screen. I don't know what happened. I will take a look at it later today, but thank you so much for joining me on my channel. Today's topic for this video is looking for a job, I think, for teenagers, for high school students, specifically high school students, especially those out there who, you don't know where to turn or really what to do. I have some advice for you right after this. Thank you so much, guys, for coming back on my channel here. I just wanted to talk about a very hot topic right now for teenagers, for students out there, high school students, college students. And if you're new and you've never had a job before, or even if you've had a job before and you're looking for new ways to earn some income, make some money on the side, save up for college, save up for that cool car that you're so excited to get. I was looking at this website called monster.com. It was one of the websites that I used for my own career. And it's a really good website and it has great articles. So for high school students, I know you're probably so excited, or either you're really scared, you never had a job before. Don't be scared. There's other students or other teenagers going through the same thing. And I wanted to just run down this list. It's a really good list. Let's start from the top. So one of the first items here is babysitter. If you've ever babysit before, if you've ever babysit your brother, your sister, or your cousins, this should be kind of an easy one. Well, I guess it really depends on also the children and the situation and the location. But really, it shouldn't be that bad if you've already done it. And if you're looking to be a babysitter, ask your parents for advice or ask other teens advice on this, and maybe ask around in the neighborhood, try to babysit one child at a time. I wouldn't take on really infants, but maybe kids that are mostly in middle school, that kind of age range. And number 2, barista. You could be a barista at a coffee shop. You would have to learn maybe the beverages that you have to put together and know the combinations, but that sounds interesting. You can be a busser, a busboy, a busgirl, working for a restaurant. A lot of people wait tables. That's a really good way to get some experience. You could also think about maybe working at a call center, or even as a camp counselor. I think that's such a great way to help other kids out, and you can have fun doing activities. Look, it says wilderness camps and sports camps and academic camps, but in general, counselors help plan and lead fun activities with a group of kids. Again, it's similar to babysitting, but this is a group of kids, and you would be responsible for those kids, but at the same time, you'll be getting a lot of experience. That really sounds like fun and interesting. Car wash attendant. Nothing wrong with being a car wash attendant. It says here you'll probably get on-the-job training. I mean, anywhere you go, you'll probably get on-the-job training, and it will help you no matter what. No matter what you're doing, there is something to learn from that experience and from that job. Cashier, you can work at the mall, grocery store, hardware stores. Cashier jobs are really limitless. You can find them anywhere. Catering coordinator, delivery driver, if you have your license. Dishwasher, dog walker. I mean, who doesn't love dogs, right? You can go ask around your neighborhood if they need someone to maybe even look after their dogs, or if they're going on vacation and they can't take their dogs. That's a nice thing to do, and you would be getting experience at the same time. Fast food worker, gas station attendant, janitor, lawn care. Okay, so that's even better. I mean, lawn care, that sounds interesting. You can actually start a little side hustle doing that. That sounds like fun. You can ask your neighbors about that. Or even have a few of them. Maybe a few of them would want that, during the summer or the spring, and say, hey, pay a few dollars, you come over and mow my lawn. Why not? Lifeguard, mover, newspaper delivery, personal assistant. You can go be someone's personal assistant. Take a look at Craigslist or Upwork. Fiverr. People needs assistance. A lot of people out there needs assistance in some way or the other. Restaurant host or hostess, retail sales, swim instructor, junior referee. Have never heard of this. If you're interested in refereeing, becoming a junior umpire for recreation and town leagues, it can be a great entry point. Okay, that's interesting. Valet parking, again, only if you have your license. The last one on this list is waiter or waitress. It sounds interesting. There's so many things out there, so many jobs you can actually apply for and try to get some employment for the summer, save up for that new car, or save up for the next semester of college tuition. That can help you out. This is a great list on Monster. I will include this link below. Monster gives great advice, resume help, career advice, salary tools. You can upload your resume and use it as a job search engine, I guess, to find your jobs. There are other articles on the right that have good information. And I also just wanted to touch base on my blog, which is navitapblog.com. I have some information on here, how to make money as a teenager, side hustles. I also talked about this video just recently. I made a video about this article recently called Side Hustles for Extra Income, Best Apps for Productivity. So there's a bunch of articles on my website, my blog called navitapblog.com. Take a look at it, and I'm sure you would enjoy it. So the next website I wanted to share with you is a website that's specifically for teenagers in New York. If you're not in New York City, that's okay. You can still search. You can still do a search on your city and type in teen employment, but this is the one I came across for New York City employment for teenagers. It says first steps. It gives you good information here. If you're a teenager between the ages of 14 and 17 and you need working papers to get a job. So again, if you're 14 to 17 years old, you need working papers. So you can apply for working papers at your school. It gives you information to learn how to get your working papers. I've had that when I was younger. I remember I needed that. There was a summer youth program. And so if anyone out there that needs working papers, go to your school, find out how you can get that and complete it. You can speak to your school, the staff at the school, figure that out. And then also it gives you on here, when you click on, it says here working papers. So that's one thing. ID cards. Most jobs require you to show some sort of ID when you apply. So make sure that you have an ID. And if you're in New York, New York City gives out a free ID called ID NYC, and resume. And so the last item on that list is resume. You might say, hey, well, I don't have any experience. I have nothing on my resume besides my name. I totally get it. But if you have some sort of experience with them, which I'm sure you have some, if you go to your church or your temple and you help out, or you volunteer, if you volunteered anywhere and you've done that already, and that's something that should go on your resume. So really think about it. Have you volunteered anywhere? Have you helped out at a soup kitchen? What have you done? Have you helped out or volunteered anywhere else? That specifically should go on your resume. Think about, make a list, and maybe speak to your parents or your guardian and see or what information that you should include for your resume. But it's something to really think about starting now while you're young, because you can gather that information, and as you grow and you develop and start working at different jobs, you'll realize that, hey, I need to continue with my resume. And there's also information here. Create your resume, putting a resume together. It should not be challenging. Okay. Last one that I was really excited about, it's on internships.com, and it has to do with FEMA. It's a paid federal training programs for high school students and college students and new graduates. It says here it's a disaster response, environmental projects, community support, rebuilding neighborhoods, human services, technology, urban and rural planning, public relations, management, logistics and transportation, grant development, education programs. So it says here, build your employment portfolio with relevant experience, gain new skills and leadership experience replace traditional student jobs like waiting tables, like what we were just talking about with the list. They're saying that you can replace those kind of jobs with this job, and it will give you all this kind of management and leadership experience. You can also earn additional college credits for continuing education. So this sounds really good. I strongly advise you to take a look at it. There's a lot to learn, and if you have not subscribed to my video, please do so and give me a like. Thank you so much for watching.